In 2007, a group of awkward geniuses, quirky relationships, and science jokes exploded onto our screens in The Big Bang Theory, a sitcom that defied expectations and became one of the most successful TV shows of the 21st century. Fast forward to today, and a new spin-off is in the works. However, unlike its predecessors, this next chapter of the Big Bang universe will premiere not on CBS, the network that made it a household name, but on Max, formerly HBO Max. And while this might seem like just another case of the streaming era doing its thing, it's actually a big problem. Let's break down why. 1. Breaking the familiar formula. Part of what made The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon work was the comforting, consistent presence of CBS. Viewers knew where to find them. Thursday night, 8 p.m. It became part of their weekly ritual. There was a shared, communal feeling about gathering around the TV to watch Sheldon make socially awkward remarks or Leonard stumble through romantic misadventures. That rhythm is important, especially for sitcoms, where the laughter becomes a shared experience across households and generations. Shifting the new spin-off to Max disrupts that dynamic. Streaming is fundamentally different from network TV. It's solitary, binge-centric, and lacks the communal appointment viewing that helped make the original show a phenomenon. That water-cooler conversation on Friday morning. It doesn't hit the same when everyone's on a different episode, at a different pace, on a different device. 2. Losing the CBS audience. The Big Bang Theory was a rare show that crossed generations. It pulled in older viewers, young adults, and even teens. But let's face it, a big part of its viewership came from the traditional TV-watching crowd, the CBS demographic. That's not necessarily the same audience flocking to streaming platforms like Max. Moving the spin-off to Max creates a divide. Longtime fans who aren't tech-savvy or don't want to pay for yet another streaming subscription might simply miss out. And that's a shame, because they're the ones who built this franchise. This isn't just a content migration. It's a subtle alienation of the very audience that turned Big Bang into a cultural juggernaut. It also begs a deeper question. Should shows built on broadcast loyalty abandon that base when it's time to expand? 3. Max isn't known for sitcoms. Let's be honest, Max is exactly the go-to destination for multi-camera sitcoms with laugh tracks. It's the home of prestige dramas, edgy comedies, and a cinematic feel. It's where you go to watch Succession, Euphoria, The Last of Us, or the latest DC superhero reboot. In that world, a light-hearted sitcom rooted in nerd humor and quirky family dynamics can feel out of place. Sure, Max has dabbled in comedy before, but does it have the sitcom legacy or infrastructure CBS does? Will it have the same kind of studio audience feel, the same packing, the same warmth? Probably not. It's like moving a beloved stage play from a cozy neighborhood theater to a modern, concrete performance space. It might technically work, but it won't feel the same. 4. The streaming saturation problem. We're living in an age where the average viewer is drowning in subscriptions. Max, Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Paramount+, Peacock, the list goes on. Asking viewers to follow a spin-off from a traditional network show into yet another walled garden isn't just annoying, it's unsustainable. This move adds fuel to the fatigue. Instead of rewarding loyalty, it punishes fans with another paywall. For casual viewers, that friction might be enough to skip the new show entirely. And for diehard fans, it still leaves a bitter taste. Imagine watching 12 seasons of The Big Bang Theory and 7 of Young Sheldon for free or on cable, only to be told the next installment now costs extra. That doesn't just feel like a shift, it feels like a betrayal. 5. Franchise fragmentation. When you scatter a franchise across different platforms, you risk losing narrative continuity and fan engagement. The Big Bang Theory worked because it was a unified experience. Young Sheldon, while tonally different, still connected back in meaningful ways, and CBS facilitated that synergy with strategic cross-promotion and consistent scheduling. But now, with Max taking over, there's a real risk the spin-off will feel detached from its roots. Will CBS promote it? Will the writing team be the same? Will there be crossover episodes or shared universes like before? And let's not forget the elephant in the room. If it fails on Max, there's no network fallback. CBS isn't likely to re-air it, and Max is ruthless with underperformers. We've seen many shows pulled from the platform entirely, even originals. 6. A missed opportunity for linear TV redemption. Network TV is struggling. Ratings are down, streaming is dominant, and many have declared linear television dead. But shows like The Big Bang Theory were bright spots, proof that, when done right, network comedies can still thrive. Launching the next spinoff on CBS would have been a powerful statement that the format still matters, that traditional audiences still deserve first-run content, and that broadcast TV can evolve without surrendering. Instead, the move to Max feels like CBS waving the white flag. It's surrendering one of its crown jewels to the streaming battlefield, instead of using it as ammunition to revitalize network programming. 7. What this says about the industry. This decision reflects a troubling trend in entertainment: corporate synergy over audience loyalty. Warner Bros. Discovery owns both CBS and Max, so shifting content internally makes financial sense. But fans don't care about corporate alignment. They care about good shows, accessible platforms, and respecting what came before. The move also reflects the industry's desperation to drive subscriptions, even at the cost of alienating core viewers. The gamble might pay off in raw numbers, but it risks eroding the trust and loyalty that made The Big Bang Theory so successful in the first place. Conclusion: a big bang or a big mistake? There's no doubt the next Big Bang Theory spin-off will generate attention. The name alone guarantees that. But by choosing Max over CBS, the creators and executives may be undermining the very foundation that made the franchise so beloved. Streaming might be the future, but that doesn't mean every show should follow. Some stories, especially ones born on network TV, still belong there. With this move, The Big Bang Theory risks not only fragmenting its fanbase, but also losing the warm, communal, live audience soul that made it special. In the end, the biggest bang may not come from the spin-off itself, but from the echoing silence of fans who feel left behind.